Hello, everyone. Wah! Okay, that was an issue. How are you? It is Monday and it is March, and March should be feeling better than February, except for it's not. And there is something to be said about how this energy is feeling so weird and so blah, so out of reality, but not in reality, but sort of in reality, but you're crying all the time, but things are triggering you, but it's like, like it's just this hot mess of emotions that are occurring, right? And there's this need for us to take a second and like stop and really reassess what we're actually doing, because the new world has already started to shape. So if you are on the spiritual side of TikTok, hi! Oh, hi, Bo! Oh, it's Lily. Hi, Lily. How are you? Oh my goodness. So I just wanted to let y'all know, like, the stuff that's been occurring has been, I don't know about y'all, but for me, it has been some other next level stuff, right? Skin is already looking pretty. Oh, good. How about you? I'm having a day. I'm definitely having a day. I really was like hoping that March was going to give us some relief, but we still have to go through another week of this like shifting into who we want to be in 2024. And I do feel like everything is going to be really coming into place like next week. We've got, spring equinox on the 19th, and then we start eclipse season on the 25th. So if there was anything that you needed to get rid of in your life that is bringing you down, that is weighing you down, that is suppressing you, whether that's like past traumas, old stories, beliefs, people, things, this is the time to do it. You have to start moving different if you want different things. That's kind of the message, right? So thank you for the follow, Adri. Hi, Inez. Thank you for the likes. So does that make any sense? Like, and just don't mind me. I'm honestly like, I needed to chill today because I had such an effing day. There was like I'm going to be honest, like I got crazy triggered when I went to this is a new little setup. I know, kind of crazy, but I need to. So what I'm doing is I'm actually playing some Dreamlight Valley. But I was like, I'm going to talk to y'all while I play some Dreamlight. If that's okay. Hopefully that's okay. But y'all tell me, what is it that y'all want to know that's conflicting now? I'm hearing like too many songs at once. Too many Disney songs at once. Okay. It's just very much feeling like, what is it? It's like we're in between worlds. Like things are happening that are really good per se, right? But then there are things that are just not giving, right? And we have to sit there and try and figure out, okay, well, what is it that we really want? And what are we willing to do to get it? Now, I don't necessarily mean like, okay, now start doing some shady shit. But what I'm saying is that if you really wanted to live happily ever after, then why are you then continuing to allow other people to drag you down? If you really wanted to find the love of your life, then why do you continue to settle for breadcrumbs? If you really wanted to make all of that money, then why are you sitting there working at like, okay, let me rephrase. If you really wanted to make a whole lot of money, then why are you still believing that it's hard to make money? Why are you still saying that you can't make money? Why are you still like, well, what, you know what I mean? Like arguing for your limitations versus your liberation. And it's something where, okay, I have 2 more forgettings and then I can get 5 more tickets. I am going to literally, you don't understand. I will, I'm getting everything in the Dreamlight Valley event because I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with Monsters, Inc. That's just me though. So that's why I'm looking over here, just because I'm playing. Oh, do you like my controller? Hi, Mono. Anano, trying to step into the new me, and when I do, something happens. for example, I went on a trip and I got food poisoning. Yeah. So thank you, Audie. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, OTT. Thank you so much. I finally went on a date after isolating myself and trying to heal. Yay, Mono. So here's the thing about the food poisoning. If you're trying to do things and then it's not working, then usually what that means is that you still have a limiting belief inside you saying that you are not allowed to have anything for yourself outside of X, Y, and Z. And what you will do, and this is what I talk about all the time, is that a lot of the times you say that you want the thing, but then subconsciously you still don't believe that you're worthy of the thing. So you will do whatever it takes to sabotage yourself and make sure that you don't get the thing because you don't believe that you deserve the thing. That is honestly how it works. And I hate to say it, but that's why I have my Shift Your Belief sessions, which honestly has been a godsend. Like I somehow have been doing more and more and more and more of those, but it's like, yeah, it's self-sabotage. It's so true. And we do it so subconsciously, but that's what will happen. So people will say, oh, but what's meant for you will never pass you by. That's true. But you can still deny what is meant for you, right? You can still say, I don't want to date you, even though you're my soulmate. I don't want that money, even though it's everything that I wanted and more. I don't want that body because I'm just going to sabotage it and just eat myself. You see what I'm saying? Can you give examples of self-sabotage, love stories to solidify? Yeah, absolutely. So Carrie, this is an example of being like, okay, I really want to make more money. I really want to make more money. I really want to make more money. Oh my God, I really want to make more money. I'm going to manifest a ton of money. I'm going to manifest a ton of money. I'm going to manifest a ton of money. This happened to my friend. Okay. So real life example. So one day she's been like, I'm so freaking broke. I'm like freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Like really need to spend fucking money. I really need like just like $1,000. Like I need a fucking $1,000. And then like, I can like go on this trip and like be really happy and blah, 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 blah. Okay. The next day, her aunt called her and said, hey, I have just this extra money laying around and I wanted to give you $1,000. And she goes, absolutely not. That's not even my money. I didn't even earn it. Go give it to someone else. And when she recounted this story to me, I said, babe, the universe literally gave you an opportunity to have free money, like a fucking grand. And you pushed it away so flipping fast, right? No, she just had some anxiety and fears around money, like, right? Just like everybody else. But she wasn't even conscious of her wanting to push it away, right? So that's what she did. And I said, if I were you, I would honestly call your aunt back and say, actually, JK, like I would honestly really appreciate that and could use that right now because like X, Y, and Z reason, right? Hi, Miss Ruby. So that's like an example. If you want an example with love, it's like this. You finally meet a guy and he's everything that you've wanted, or a girl and she's everything that you wanted. They're everything that you wanted. And they're kind, they pay for your date, they treat you with respect, they're not just looking for sex, like they are loving, like they really love everything that you love, they effortlessly support you, they really listen to you, like all of the green flags, and you go, this is a little too much. And then you fucking run and you ghost them, you don't call them back, or you start picking fights for no reason. And you'll find something that you don't like to bitch about. Like, oh, can you just like not wear that color? It's like really ugly and it bothers me. Like it's something stupid. And like, there's only so much irritations like that someone will tolerate before they what? Go away, right? That's another way you self-sabotage. Oh my gosh, no worries, Miss Ruby. I'm glad you're working on your book. You deserve to work on your book. So does that make sense as far as self-sabotage? So when we're sitting here, what is this nonsense? Okay, so when we're sitting here and, okay, I got to take a picture of this. This is like hysterical. Okay, y'all, just on like a very weird, hilarious side note. How is it that I have this whole ring, this fairy ring, and then there's a rock right inside of it? Just right in the middle. Just right in the middle. Who is this rock? What is this rock? What the heck? You were right that I had 7 more edits. They just needed to edit it. That's fine. It's not a problem. You can easily edit things, right? So There we go. Got rid of that rock. So we're fine. So does that make sense as far as like how we self-sabotage? That's why I keep on telling people, you know, it's important to know your limiting beliefs and what they are and like be able to switch them, because honestly, like it's you can, I mean, there are different ways to do it, right? You can say your affirmations. You can use the law of attraction. You can use the law of assumption. You can use the 3-6-9 method. You can just decide, because that's really all that it is. Like you just decide that it's going to be different, and then it's different. But then you have to like take action as if that were true, right? And that's the repetitions. It's not about time. It actually doesn't take very much time to switch a belief. It's whether you're ready to switch it or not. That's just the honest truth. It's tough as someone who leans on her feelings so much, so it's easy to say it just doesn't feel right. I get confused about if it's sabotage or truly right. So this is the thing that you have to, so for you, someone like you, Carrie, and for empaths and people who are like really in their feels, I'm an empath, like I experience that too. But the thing to remember is that if that's really what you don't know, like you don't know if you can't tell whether it's your, you can't tell whether it is your fear or whether it's your intuition. Let me put it to you this way. Your intuition will never feel like fear. What the fuck did that rabbit go? Your intuition will never feel like fear. If you are getting a gut instinct to like walk away, like you're like, oh, red flags, your intuition's like, no, this person isn't for you. You won't feel anxious. You won't feel fearful. You won't feel worry. You won't feel anxiety. You won't feel that, because when your intuition tells you something and you feel it in your bones, it is like, it calms you. You're like, fuck. Even if you may not want to do it, sometimes you may not, like your ego may not like what your intuition is telling you to do, but you're still going to do it. It makes you calm. And sometimes you have that sinking gut feeling and you're like, I know, I should not trust this person. I should not go out on that date. I should not blah, 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 blah. And then you don't listen because you're trying to ignore the feeling. So you feel it, you just choose to ignore it. Does that make any sense? And also the other problem with a lot of empaths, including like my friend who like rejected her $1,000 or whatever from her aunt. The other thing is that you are always in constant fight or flight mode. So you have been in fight or flight mode for so long, you just don't even remember what it feels like to not be in fight or flight, in a state of peace. So since you're constantly in a fight or flight, you're just always like, I have to, so you just haven't been able to hear your intuition or even know what your intuition sounds like or feels like in a really long time. And that is the issue, right? That we have to try and solve.
I happen to be the world's most powerful wizard, in case you were wondering.
Okay, lots of sense. Thank you. You're so welcome, Tamarie. Jonathan Link, nothing good has ever come from my ignoring my intuition. A motherfucking men. Oh my gosh, I cannot agree with you more, Jonathan. Like every time I have like not followed my intuition, it's always gotten me in hot water. Like the thing that I knew would happen, it would happen every single time. Your intuition will never steer you wrong, ever. Now, it may not initially give you what you wanted. Like if you're like, I should go talk to that guy, and then somehow he rejects you or whatever, there would be like a different plan as to why that occurred that way. But like, and then you're like, oh yeah, that's right, because I needed to know, like I was better than that or whatever it was, right? Or he ended up being a douche nozzle anyway. So then it was like, whatever, who cares, you know? And it was like, oh, I needed to go talk to him so that I didn't have to like wonder if he was the one, because clearly he's not the one, because he's like, you know, a doo-doo head or whatever you want to say to yourself, right? So how do we find our limiting beliefs? There's tons of different tactics on how to do it, but basically it is basically saying you have to just, you can journal, right? But you basically just have to say, what do I say to myself? When I see someone who has what I want, what runs through my head? Right? Ugh, I could never have that. Ugh, it's so hard. Ugh, she makes it look so easy. It's really not. Ugh, I'm not worthy. I can't do that. I don't have what it takes. I'm ugly. It's past my prime. I can't do it. That's too much work. I don't have time. I don't know what I'm doing. Those are all negative beliefs. Yeah. Does that make sense? Anano, does that help as far as like learning, like figuring out what does that help? Let me know if you have other questions. Like, I'm happy to answer questions. Like, I'm not, like, that's why I wanted to come live right now. I just really need to play Dreamlight Valley because I am trying to get everything from the monster from the event, and this is my chill time. Yeah, and I'm an overthinker. Girl, you're talking to a Gemini. Like, overthinking is my middle name. I'm so mental. But I learned how to use it to work in my favor and not think as much as I used to, right? So we just gotta figure out. And that's the thing that I keep on telling everybody else, right? Like, that's why I decided to rebrand myself as like a strategist instead of just a coach or a mentor. Like, I'm happy to be those things. But the truth of the matter is, and what most coaches and mentors won't tell you because they don't have the capacity, because they don't have the knowledge, and that's totally fine. But ultimately, every single person is different. Every single person is on their own unique journey. Every single person has a unique experience or like lesson that they wanted to learn when they came to this earth. And the whole point of these lessons is to help you evolve. It's not to punish you. It's to help you grow. It's to help you become even better than you were before. Nothing needed to change. You're perfect as you are, but you wanted to grow. You wanted to expand. You wanted to explore, and you wanted to become the best version of you. And unfortunately, that usually means that at some point you're going to have to change. Change is the only thing that is constant. We are constantly shifting and changing and growing, and that's just how it is, right? So if that's really how it is, then yeah, that's great. So like, that's why I created your soul map, because ultimately at the end of the day, it's not what works best for me. It's what is going to work best for you. And the only way that you're going to be able to find that out is by learning who you truly are, right? Everyone's soul is so unique. So when you finally figure out what that is, and, again, in my soul map, in your soul map, which is like this whole entire Notion planner course thing that I created, like you can literally like start, I walk you through the entire thing. And once you start knowing about who you are and what your purpose is and what you are meant to do this lifetime and what your strengths are and your weaknesses are, you can find the tools that cater to your strengths and support your weaknesses so you can get to where you want to go. Does that make sense? Okay. Dreamlight Valley is addicting. It is. I'm glad you love it. I'm an Aquarius and I don't understand signs. That's fine. I'm also an Aquarius and I do, but it's taken a lot of work to become who I am now. It has, yeah. Changing the aspect and perspective is the hardest way to see life. Yes, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Here's a story of a lovely lady. Okay, so do y'all want a story time? Do y'all want a story time while I play? I'm sorry that I'm not like 100%. I really just need to. I want to feed the turtle. So everyone has a narrative. okay? Everyone has their own perspective on what they're doing. So let me explain it to you this way, and hopefully it'll make sense. Because I don't believe in throwing anybody under the bus, but let's just put it this way. So people who are hurt will hurt other people. And what victims will do is they will basically construct a narrative that fits into their story where they are the victim and you are the villain. They will twist facts around to make sure that their story seems plausible, right? And where they, woe is me, oh, woe is me, oh, woe is me, right? So even with no facts, like, it's kind of funny, right? So basically what happened was this person that I know, like, they have a tendency to misconstrue, like, just a lot of miscommunications. It was just a theme, right? They wouldn't ask, they would just assume things, and it would cause for a lot of miscommunications, right? Hi, Steph, how are you? So what happened was, I was like, okay, we're setting up to meet at this time and, like, place and, like, blah, 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 yada, 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 right? And then all of a sudden, I'm getting, like, all the weird vibes and getting, like, oh, like, you don't like me, and, like, da, 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 and you're doing all this and that. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, so I was like, the links and the link was sent out via email to everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? You, like, I checked up on you, wanted to make sure you're okay. Like, where's the thing about us not wanting you to be on the call? Like, everybody should be on the call. I was worried because you didn't say anything. So I thought something was wrong with you. And then it turns out that, like, their narrative was, oh, well, you deleted the Zoom link and you unsent the email, or, like, whatever it was. And I was like, but I have receipts, right? And I, like, showed the receipts. I'm like, it says it was sent. It's still sent. It never said it was unsent. You have it. I can also send it to you again. What's the problem? I never hid anything from you. But this person decided to flip the narrative in their head 180 degrees in order to fit into their victim story, right? So what I'm saying is that everybody has their own perspective on how things happen, on why things are the way they are, and, like, blah, 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 blah. And that perspective comes from their own personal experiences. People who change the narratives, like, okay, Delulu in, like, not a beneficial way, right? So you'll see alcoholics do this. You'll see a lot of addicts do this, right? That's another example of where, like, oh no, I was fine. Like, it didn't go that way. Like, they never said that. Like, they weren't even there. I really didn't even have that much to drink. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they start making all of these lies and concocting this completely fabricated perspective on what actually happened, because they, in their mind, have to survive. And the only way they know how to survive is to be a victim. And when they're a victim, then it's like, oh, I can get sympathy from people. Oh, people will feel sorry for me. Oh, then they'll, like, give me love and they won't give the other person love. So as long as I can vilify them, the other person, then I'm going to be safe. Right? We make up these stories. Now, logically speaking, scientifically, they have proven in neuroscience, okay, so this is not even spirituality, in neuroscience, they have determined, right, that your actual brain, the way that it functions is, it can only hold oh so much information, right? Like currently right now, as you're watching me on this TikTok live, you're hearing my voice, you're seeing my face, you're also hearing your air conditioning or your fan. Maybe someone else has a TV on in the living room. You're hearing like the rustle as you're moving around in your chair, you're drinking your drink. Like there's sights and sounds and smells and tastes and things that you're feeling right now in this very moment. Obviously, your brain doesn't need to keep a record of every single detail that is occurring in this present moment. So what it does instead is it filters out 90% of what it is and really only keeps the information that which is tied to these buckets that you have in your head. Well, what are those buckets? The buckets are the beliefs and the stories that you have chosen to believe in and operate from. Okay? So for example, if you're like, and so like, what happens is that you start to have these buckets. Like, it's so hard for me to make money. I'm never going to be as pretty as her. Nothing ever goes my way. Let's just say those are your buckets. So guess what's going to happen? No matter if I'm like, hey, like I'm giving a free giveaway. I'm going to give like a Amazon $100 gift card to somebody, like, you know, blah, 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 and like whatever, whatnot. You'll be like, oh, of course it's never going to happen for me because nothing good ever happens for me. So like, of course, see, great, see, watch, I just didn't get it. So you will concoct a thing. Even if I said, oh my God, like Anano, you won, congratulations. You'd be like, oh, well, I can't accept it because I don't even have a thing and a thing and a thing and a thing. You will find a way to reject the gift that you really wanted because your brain has been programmed to only look for evidence that fits into the buckets in your head. That's how that works, right? And the only way to change that is to change the label on the bucket. Right? Now, we do this in a lot of different ways, right? You don't have to get a shift your belief session with me to do it. You can do it on your own. It just sometimes takes longer because the only time that you're really going to change that bucket is when you get sick and tired of this old story and receiving the things in that shitty little fucking bucket. Does that make sense? Tell me if that makes sense. Mind blown. Hi, Rest Nation. Hi, Young Curie. Karina, makes sense. Thank you. Yes, lots of sense. You just lit my brain. Woohoo! Did my job. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I have studied personal development, mindset work, why people are the way they are, psychology. No, I'm not just like only a psychic. Like, I started reading and poring over all of this stuff for decades, right? So it's like science confirms it, spirituality confirms it. Like that's the psychosis that we're trying to stop. So how do I get to the place where I'm tired of the BS? That's on you, boo. Like, I hate to say it, but it's like, well, when you're done being poor, when you're done being breadcrumbed, when you're done being like, you know, whatever AF, you'll finally change. But the only reason why you won't is because it's either one, you're getting something that you want out of your shitty situation. Like, for example, you're with a guy who obviously won't like he won't pay for half, he treats you like crap and blah, 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 but you get attention and you want attention. And in your brain, attention equals love. So as long as, even though he abuses you, you'll stay because you're getting attention. And that's why a lot of people stay in narcissistic relationships. Hi, Karina. How are you? Hi. Thank you for the follow, Alexi. Thank you for using your platform for so much good. Thank you, Jonathan. That means a lot. But does that make sense? So like, if you're gaining something from this situation that you really want, you will not change. Right? So like, for example, you're barely making ends meet, but it's a steady paycheck and you don't want to leave the comfort. That's why a lot of people won't leave corporate. Because they're like, but it's security. Bitch, they'll fire you tomorrow. They don't give a fuck about you. I was just thinking everything you're talking about, confirmation. Destiny says, yes, that does make sense. Yay! Thank you for the follow. Perfect. So that is what it's about. You will only change when you're sick and fucking tired of your circumstances. When you're finally tired of your mess, like literally, like if your room is in a pigsty, at a certain point, you'll be like, okay, enough is enough. I need to put this shit away. And then you'll finally get sick and tired of it enough. And then you'll put the shit away. If you're sick and tired of being in relationships with like, you know, douche lords, then like you'll finally wait out for someone who is of worth and value. You won't settle for less. And let me tell you from personal experience, the good guys are out there. Okay? And the good girls are out there. Okay? Not everyone. And it doesn't mean you have to be perfectly healed in order to find the love of your life. That's not true either. But you do have to be willing to receive that kind of love. And if you're used to only receiving gaslighting garbage, we all have our limits. I know for myself, my limit was when I was, I can't believe I'm saying this on a live right now. I might post this on my YouTube. Oh, well, fuck it. I'll just say it very quickly then and we can just move on. But a long story short, for me, I'll say this. My last straw, right, when it came to toxic relationships was when one like this toxic ex of mine threatened to beat my face in. Because he got jealous over a friend of mine who made a comment on my Instagram. Are you fucking kidding me? I was done. I was like, we're done. It was a very, very, like, I had dealt with a lot of shit from him. But then when he threatened to beat my face and he's like, if I hadn't been in all these anger management classes, I would have already punched you in the face. Yeah. I broke up with them quick. Okay. So for me, like I know what my limit is. Okay. All right. Young Curie says, you will get tired of the BS when you focus on loving yourself. You won't accept anything any less than you deserve. Yeah. Anano, would that consider following intuition and taking a risk? I'm used to garbage, IDK, anything else. So if you're used to garbage, then you should then date something that's opposite of garbage. So if you see it and you're like, oop, that's garbage, walk the fuck away. Not an expert, just sharing what worked for me. I'm glad that worked for you. I always think about if my children were witnessing my life, what would I do? What would I do to be an example? I don't have kids. Okay, yeah. So like, that's good. It's like, yeah, if you want to think about it that way, it's like, yeah, if you had children, and some of you do, I'm sure, and it's like, and I know when you really are a parent, then the excuse becomes, but I have kids, I can't do that. But I have kids, I can't do that. So that's another limiting belief. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, you can't travel with children. I see like really smart, savvy couples who like backpack with their fucking new, like baby, like here, like. So it's a belief. It's a belief. It's you telling yourself that you can't have what you want. I'm glad you say thank you, Destiny. It was a while ago. Like I obviously, I've not been back to that place in a long time, but it helps me make a decision. I would show my children the world is theirs. Yeah. And then it's like, well, now, but I would say this though, that's what the millennials did. And look at Gen Alpha. They're atrocious. They're literally like in Sephora's doing blackface and like, you know, being like incredibly rude and disrespectful and entitled, like, insert word. Angel. Yes, Angel, Amber, if I had kids, they are totally traveling with me. I love that. With healthy boundaries. But you have to think about that, though, right? Because you say, oh, I want to show children that they can have the world. That's where participation trophies came into play. And look what that did. Now they don't think they need to do shit. So is it really just like you can have, like, the reason why I ended up being so balanced was because I was shown what money can afford you. And I also was shown how hard you have to work for it. So for me, and again, like, I'm not trying to like parent and D, I know that like you don't have kids and you're not trying to have kids right now. And like, it was just like an exercise. So if that works for you, you should totally do that. I'm not saying that that's wrong for you to do. I'm just talking about parents and parenting in general, which is a whole entire topic. So just don't take any of that, like take all of that with a grain of salt. Okay. But I think that it is important to note, though, right, that when we talk about these things, we idolize things. We would say, you know, normally it comes from the place of, I don't want my kids to go through what I went through as growing up, right? We don't want that for the younger generation, right? So usually what people do is they overcorrect. They overcorrect, right? Like, I saw what my parents went through in their marriage. And so I was like, I'm not going to get married. I'm not getting divorced. Like, that was very much me 100%. Okay. Like, I'm hopefully going to get this fuck ass rabbit. And I was like, okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to just feed this. Finally. Oh, look at the rabbit. I'm playing Dreamlight Valley. Hello, carrot. Ow! So cute. So cute. So that's just what I'm doing right now. Because basically, I don't know if you know, but we have the lovely monsters star path. And look at these, like rewards. Oh my God. And then like, are you kidding me? Look. Oh my God. I need this. I need it all. But the one that I really want is, let's see. Oh, I want the swan boat and like Meg and Hercules. I mean, I can go the distance. Right? Like, there's so much cute stuff. Anyway, but that's not why so anyway. So that's just kind of what we need to do this week so that, hi, Christoph. Christoph is like stalking me. Need any help? Yeah. All right. Did you play when they did the Mr. Incredibles event? No, I missed it. I was so upset. You know what I was really mad about that I missed was the, I'm so upset that I missed the winter event. I caught it like, I caught it like literally 4 days until it was, until it ended. And I really wanted Ariel's like, you know, whole outfit and Belle's like coat. Like, I would have died for that. So I just have to now do this now. I Have You in the Background While I Drive Lyft is like a powerful podcast. Oh my gosh, I'm safe about it, I promise. Oh, young Curie, that makes me so happy. That's so sweet. Thank you. I missed the entire event. Oh no, that sucks. Yeah, this one just started, so that's why I'm just trying to like I am determined. And when I set my sights on something, it's called manifesting. I've decided, I'm like, no, I am getting that blah, blah, blah. Like, I am getting all of the items. And so I will sit here and then after a hard day of work, because you saw, like, I busted out so many videos. I mean, I'm like life is starting to get really sweet. I'm going to be dead ass honest. But it does require some semblance of like, I don't want to say patience. That's a wrong word because I don't believe in patience at all. I'll be dead ass honest with you. But what I do think is important to have is compassion for yourself. And also like the big thing that I'm personally going through, so this is not like necessarily a collective thing, I'm just saying like personally, like I have been just processing all of my emotions. And what I mean by that is that, like, you know, when we hold on to emotions, they get stuck in our body and then they hold the limiting belief down. And so luckily I have my, you know, my support system so that I am able to, get rid of like just cry. Like I've just been crying a lot. Like everything just makes me like, are you shitting me? Seriously? How the fuck am I supposed to get this crap? Really? I'm so upset right now.
Could use a few more sleds around here.
Yeah, we could. Christoph, did you want to hang out? He's like stalking me. Yes. Do you have a podcast? I am going to start one this year. Would you all like to help me come up with a name for it? That would be fun. What do you think the name of my podcast should be? And what would you like me to talk about on my podcast? Yes, I fucking did it. Fuck yes. I fucking did it. Visibly obsessed. Hi. It's good to see you again. I'm just playing Dreamlight Valley right now. I honestly, are y'all on Twitch at all? Are y'all on Twitch at all? Because I was debating on starting to stream again on Twitch so that I can just like talk to you and play Dreamlight Valley at the same time. I know people do it here on TikTok, but I do kind of like Twitch. Intellectual intelligence. I like that. I'll write that down. Intellectual intelligence. What? Intellectual intelligence. All right. Podcast. Anyone else have a name for my podcast? Yes, I am so looking forward to your podcast. Please keep us updated. Yeah, absolutely. Have you ever manifested a car? Yep. You want me to tell you? Oh, trust no one. How are you? Insight by Alicia. I love that. Do you want me to tell you how I manifested my car that I have?
What a perfect day for sailing.
So here's the thing. I had so if you want a story about manifesting a car, happy to talk about it. So I was freaking out because I'm not freaking out, but basically what happened was my car literally broke on the side of the road. The transmission blew. It was bad. It was unrepairable. It would cost me more to fix the car than it would to buy a new car or to put a down payment on a brand new car. So I was like, all right, let's just let this one has served its purpose. Like, thank you for your service. Right. And then I decided to leave it. And so I was like, but I need a car. But I literally did not have a car for like 3 months. And I was like, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do? Luckily, where I live, I can pretty much walk anywhere that I want to go. So I was just like, okay, bet. Like, I will just walk to where I need to go. And that'll just be that, right? Like, I'll just figure it out. So I did that for a hot motherfucking minute, okay? And then,
Your imagination is a powerful magic.
I'm going to do something. Sorry, I'm just trying to, thank you. So what happened? Christoph, why are you fucking stalking me? So, so what happened was I was like, okay, I got to get a car. And so, I I ended up following my intuition, and I started scripting like a mad woman. Okay. I started scripting so much stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, like I need this. I want this type of car. I want this type of car. I want like, so for me, I personally like Toyotas. All right. But I was like, I either want a Toyota, like a white Toyota RAV4, or I want like a Lexus NX. There was like a specific Lexus that I wanted, right? Ooh, I love that. The Voice Within, a podcast that explores inner thoughts and self-discovery. Shit. Young Curie. Trust the voice. Why do I immediately hear the Christina Aguilera song? Yes, Visibly Obsessed. I love that. A podcast. That explores inner thoughts and self-discovery. Okay. I really only King Curie show. Wow. Okay. Oh my God, Young Curie, that's awesome. Maybe you can come on as a guest then. If that is The Voice Within, a podcast that explores inner thoughts and self-discovery. Damn. Thank you. I like that. Thank you. Email me. Do not DM me on this app. Do not. Oh, is anyone psychic or intuitive on the live? Oops. How do we tell? Yes. Okay. Because I want to ask. So for those of you who are psychic or intuitive, I would love can I ask y'all for help? I got off of Instagram because I hate the Book of Face and what he stands for. I'm curious though, in 2024, do I need to start posting again on Instagram? Would that benefit me or no? I'm curious. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Got me a scrimp. I'm hearing yes. Dang it. Okay. Okay, I will. What does the Book of Face have to do with your Instagram? Okay, so I'll explain it in layman's terms then, so you know. So Instagram is owned by Facebook. Facebook is now part. So Facebook was the originator, right? It's by Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, and then he created Instagram off of that. So it's all now under this umbrella called Meta. And so the whole meta universe, the metaverse, is Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and then plus like the whole Vision Quest and all of that stuff. That is all underneath Mark Zuckerberg's name. Okay? If you do a little bit of research on that man and what he's done, it personally, I am violently against a lot of the actions that he has taken. And I don't agree with his practices or his business tactics. And I feel like it's very irresponsible. And I don't necessarily have all the facts, but the facts that have come to play, the whistleblowers that have come out, especially we'll just take Instagram specifically, the fact that they willingly and knowingly and consciously are 100% aware that their algorithm targets children underneath the age of 13 and will push stuff out to them regarding diets, fads, trying to get them to have eating disorders, and will get them into also like human trafficking and child trafficking and linking this stuff up, and that totally being okay, and nobody's doing anything about it. And I am violently against that. I don't want to talk too much about it because I know that sometimes like TikTok will like ban a live or whatever, but it just really, really disgusts me. And so I just stopped posting, but I think I might have to post again there. Yes, even if that's not your main platform, it'll help you connect and reach more people. I agree. Be the light in the darkness. We need people like you in these bad social medias. I would copy paste just to have a bigger reach. Okay. Yeah. No, I know how to copy and paste. I already have a program for that, but I just needed to know if it was like, okay, was I just being like mean, or should I just use it to my advantage? So maybe I should just use it to my advantage. Jonathan, oh my God, I'm so glad. I feel like you and I are like besties. Anano, yes, thank you for clarifying. I do know what you're talking about. Okay, good. So for me, and I think that's where the new world is coming to, because the downloads that I've been getting as far as my part in this whole like new collective new way, and then building paradise and all of that, like I know my part in it, and I am already doing a lot of, I keep on saying I'm doing a lot of things behind the scenes, but like I am literally working nonstop behind the scenes to make sure that like things happen for everyone. I love your makeup. Nice lighting. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much. I actually, that means a lot. I appreciate it. If you want to get a light, get one of these. I'm telling you, I have like, these lights are everything. Look at the difference. And it's so light, and you can flip this out, and it's so like portable. Like that's, I have like this one. I have another one that, because it was pink, which is silly. No one is even seeing it. I have another one for that tripod, and I just got another one because I was like, oh, I don't know. But anyway, I feel like it's an essential if you're a content creator of any kind. Like, perfect. It's perfect. If you want to get the one that I got, it's in my TikTok shop thing, but not necessary. You can also just get it on Amazon. Like, I don't care. It's fine. But so let me ask y'all this then. What would you more, now that you are here, okay, what other things would you like for me to talk about on my TikTok page or on my YouTube? Like if I was doing longer form YouTubes, or AKA the podcast, like what would you really like to learn about? Oh, and Stephanie, I'm glad you're going to get one, because the one I think that I posted in my TikTok shop, I think it's like $9. Like it's really cheap. Like it's not expensive. Like, I didn't pay $40 for this because that's stupid. I think it's like $9, I think. But just let me know if it's not, and then I'll try and find the other one. Thank you, Stephanie. How to get started in all the topics you talk about. What do I... How to get started, and then we go down the list. Oh, thank you for the rose, Stephanie. Oh, there's a lot of red today. Okay. Oh my God, that jean jacket's so... Yeah! It just started raining. Oh my God. Can I please just like live vicariously through you, Jonathan? Because the rain, I used to hate the rain, and now I'm like obsessed with the rain because it's so cleansing. Look. I have to have this. I have to have this. I have to have this. Oh my God. It's mine. Oh my gosh. Really, Jonathan? Oh my gosh. I'm so happy I just got that. You have no idea. Oh my God, is that another bell lamp? I can get another bell lamp. I already have one. I will get a second one and then I'll put it. Perf. What is that? I feel like that's a bowl. Okay. I like buying things. Can you tell I have retail therapy? That's actually why I like playing, because I'm like, oh, look, that's like a little red skirt. But look at that jacket. That jacket is so cute with Mickey on the back. Like, that's so cute.
So sunny.
I love her. 8,000. I definitely think you should get that podcast going. I think you do well. Okay, I will do that, Jonathan. Thank you so much. So, Jonathan, if I were to do that, oh, I don't even have enough money. JK. Let's go sell shit. All right. What? Yeah. Start talk about, oh my gosh, I love Marie too, though. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. I seriously love Marie. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Do I need to put on ears when I play so y'all know that I'm playing? These are the latest ones that I got. My Cinderella ones. They're so cute. Actually, the ones that I really love, the ones that were really hard, to get, were the Baymax ones. They're downstairs in my, of course, in my actual office, but it's the s'mores one, and he's so cute. But here's my point. I have one last rant to say. And then I will download this video and I'll upload it to my YouTube. So if you don't know what my YouTube is, go to the link in my bio and scroll down and you'll see like my YouTube and then that'll take you there. It's Alicia Yang TPS, the psychic strategist. But basically, like, the download that just came through, I don't know who this is for. Hold on. Let me step out of the game real quick because it distracts me. This is a download for somebody. I don't know who. So if this is you, enjoy. You need to start living your life now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait until you have the money. Don't wait for the right person. Don't wait for like circumstances to change. Start living your life now. Start living the way you would want to live. Start dressing the way you would want to dress. Start doing your hair the way you will always wanted to do it. Start taking the time to actually like work out and stretch and, move the way that makes you feel the best. Like, I don't T-Mac, hi! That's for me, I believe. LOL. Okay, Jonathan, maybe it was for you. Yee. So, because the thing is that last month taught you what you needed, how you needed to think different. This month, it's teaching you how to move different. And in order for you to get the things that you want, you can't stop waiting for life. Wait, when will my life begin? Like, it's like Rapunzel in her tower. You need to get out of the tower and you need to start living your life. You're not going to get any younger. Time is going on. Yes, you can, get reborn into another body again. But for this lifetime, you are ready to stop, putting someone else's life ahead of you. Yes, you are the guide in someone else's story, Guide. Like, you're the coach in someone's story. You're the supporter in someone's story. You're like the best friend in someone else's story. But in your story, in your life, you are the main character. You are the hero, right? So find your guide, right? Do what you want to do, because when you finally give yourself permission to start doing the things that actually make you fucking head over heels obsessed with yourself and your life, and you're just happy that you're growing and learning and trying new things, and even if you fail, even if you make a mistake, it's still fun because you're okay, well, clearly I'm not good at that, but I'm glad that I tried it, right? Because the famous phrase is always, you never regret the things that you did. You always regret the things that you didn't do in your life when you look back, right? When you're old and saggy and have white hair and whatever, right? That is always, always, always the case. So this is the month. Start acting like it. Start prioritizing your peace. Start prioritizing your happiness. Start doing things the way that you would want to do them. You don't like the color of your room? Go buy some fucking paint and paint it a different color. Or get like, the sticky wallpaper, you know what I'm saying? And just invest $100 and just go get the wallpaper and then like make it a DIY project. Yeah, it's going to take you time. Yeah, it's going to get money out of your bank account. But guess what? Your mental health is going to be so much better because you're going to be in a space that actually makes you feel fucking good. And you do a little bit every single day. And then the next thing that you know, all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, how did I live my dream? How am I living my dream life? Because then once you start actually feeling freaking good, then all of a sudden you're going to be walking around just like, oh, I feel really good today. And oh, blah, blah, blah. Like I liked my outfit that I had on earlier today, this whole boho 70s thing. I don't care that it wasn't coquette and I don't care if it's not in fashion or not. I liked it and I felt that I looked really good in it. And because of that, what happened? I actually got like, I got like complimented. I got someone being like, oh my gosh, what do you do? Like, oh wow, like, hey, maybe you might want to like, do a TikTok for like my brand. And I was like, wow, this is weird. I'm at a grocery store. Like, what's actually happening right now? Do you know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that when you are finally in flow with your highest self and your destiny, doing the things that really, really make you feel good, there is no way that you cannot attract more good into your life. That is the laws of the universe that which we are forced to live with and work with. You can't force your way and bang the law of attraction and the law of assumption over your head and expect it to work. You just embrace it. You flow with it. It's just like gravity. When you throw something in the air, it's going to come down. It's just the law that we have right now. Until I can actually have this like floating like this and y'all are going to be like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? Like, where are the strings? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that is what we have to live with. Thank you, Dot Spot, for all of the gifts. I'm a flow artist, right? Yes! But does that make sense? And like, so Jonathan, ring-a-ding yang. Hey, Kelly, how are you? I don't know how that happens. Or like, thank you so much. I am a fire performer. That really resonated with me. Yay! You're so welcome. See, the channeled message will come when the channeled message comes, right? But I had to blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Right? But then it'll just happen. Like, I just wanted to put a bow in my hair today. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Step-by-step approach to embark on a spiritual journey, complete and real examples that people can relate. Amen. All right. Young Curie, absolutely. You're killing it. Killing it. So if you want to learn more, of course, go into the link in my bio and sign up for my newsletter. It's totally free to join. And I do a weekly forecast once a week. And then as the weeks will come on, I will be writing more of them and then get this podcast up and running so that y'all can listen to me blather on about whatever the heck it is that's getting channeled through me and can help you finally cultivate a life that you're head over heels wildly in love with. Because I'm telling you right now, like, again, I'm not trying to say this to brag. I'm just trying to say that I'm trying to say this to say, if I can do it, you can do it too. Okay. It's like, I am like so many girls out there who like see these influencers, they're getting all these PR packages, they're getting flown to all these places, they're like getting treated like royalty. And I'm like, what the hell? I want that life too. And, I've been working diligently on building my own brand as a psychic strategist and your sweet, singing Disney princess who is here to help you have it all because you deserve to have it all. But in reality, it was just like, it was always such a struggle because I never saw myself as a coach, right? I've been coaching and teaching my whole entire life since I was like 15. Yeah, 15. I was teaching ballet classes when I was 15, right? Like, I've been teaching my whole life. But the thing is that like, you know, getting to that spot, how do you get there? And now I signed with an agency and like they're getting me little brand deals and like I'm getting sent PR packages and I'm getting like all this free shit. And now I can start to like really decorate my life. And I'm so eternally grateful for it. Am I getting paid like $75,000 like Alex Earl or Michaela? No, not yet. But I know that I wanted to be someone who, when I am posting something, it is something of integrity. And I am a psychic. So I can suss out. I cannot tell you how many brand deals I've turned down because of that. Like, I actually got the milk jelly tints for free. Okay, they didn't pay me to post, so I didn't really feel bad about not posting. And my manager was like, well, you said that your audience wants authenticity, so I did a live about it, and that was kind of it, right? But my point is that like I specifically chose not to like dupe y'all and be like, oh my God, look at this viral jelly tint thing and see you can just do and it's like so great and and like, yeah, so you can just do it this way or do it this way and this is the cool color and like, are they gonna look like, I was like, no, because the actual product does not work. And even after I used it once, now there's hardly anything coming out. It's so weird. And I'm like, this is awkward. So I didn't do a video about it. You do not see it on my page. The lashes that I had on earlier today, those legit were so fucking easy. And then they had a sale. They have a flash sale right now. They're $2.20 or $2.80 for the entire fucking pack. I was like, that's insane. If you were going to jump on the deal, bam, right? But when I am posting these videos, I want you to keep in mind the fact that I'm only recommending things and doing videos for things that I actually love and I'm integrating into my own life. If I don't find the value in it, I'm going to be honest and I'll be like, it's good this way, but it's not so good in this way. And you make your choice. And if you do want to try it, there's a little orange shopping cart and that's it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, you know, this controller is God's gift if it's not. Now, if it is, because this one's pretty effing magical, because check it out. I mean, are you serious? Okay. I got this off of Amazon though, so it's not on TikTok Shop. I love you. I mean that in the most respectful, fun, funniest way. Oh, thank you, young Yuri. I love you too. You are so sweet. Basics, and if people need more, to go to your bio. Yes, you're awesome. Thank you again. You're so welcome, Jonathan. Please keep me posted with everything. I really love your energy. Yes, please continue to do that. Honesty from creators is genuine. Kels, how's it going, my brother? How are you, King? Christian, amazing controller. Yeah, no, this thing is like some next level. When I saw it, I was like, and you know me, I'm obviously a pink girly, but this I could not. I loved it. So that's just all that I'm trying to say, okay? My point with telling you about the influencer stuff, it's not to make you jealous. It's not to make you feel bad about yourself. It's to inspire you. It's to give you hope, because I didn't come across it overnight. It wasn't like they plucked me out of nowhere. Like, I have been working and grinding and learning how TikTok works, like, I've been studying marketing my whole life, right? And how to like promote things. What's a call to action, like a CTA, a hook, like how to grab their attention, being able to make the point succinctly, and then being able to have good video, having good lighting, knowing like how to set something up, being able to like edit it properly, right? So that it's fun and engaging and exciting, and then still also channeling stuff and like interweaving that, because I don't want my whole page to all of a sudden be like TikTok videos, right? Like, I mean, TikTok shop videos. Like, I still want you to come to my page and be able to have like really good content on how to manifest things and what the spirituality is all about, and like what's actually going on in the universe right now, and like what the spiritual warfare is all about, and like all of the things that you've always also like loved about me. But I'm also about creating a life that you love, and it's always part of deciding what your soul really wants to experience. I know for me, I'm a bougie ass bitch. I will admit that 100%. Like, I have had expensive taste since I was a child. Like, I was literally 10 years old at a restaurant with my dad's business partners and their kid or whatever. And their kid was like, I'm going to have the chicken finger meal and blah, blah, blah. And then they went to me and they were like, hi, what would you like, miss? And then I was like, I would like the filet mignon with a baked potato and broccoli. Like, I don't know. I was just like that girl. They're like, are you sure you just don't want a hamburger? I was like, hamburger for children. I want the filet mignon. And like my parents were like, I guess she wants the filet. So if she wants the filet, she should have the filet. Like, I've just always been that girl, right? My Juno is in Leo, midheaven's in Leo. Like, I do have some fire in my chart that would lend to that. But I also know how expensive it is for filet. And so I work my ass off to get the nice things that I have in my life, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So my point is that, like, you shouldn't be ashamed of who you are. Everybody's different. You don't need to be like me. I want you to be the best version of you. That's what I want to see. Because it's not about being the same. It's about being completely different and being harmonious. Harmony in music, right? Harmony in music is when our two different notes are being played and harmonize and sound really good together. That's what harmony is. Harmony is not, same. She has a Stanley, so I have to buy a Stanley. Like, she got the tie-dye one, a marble one, so I have to get the marble one. No. You can get the black one, or don't even get a Stanley at all. I bought this before the lead thing. Don't judge me. I don't know why you're on the top of my live list, Dr. Candy. Well, I don't know, Dr. Candy. Do you have anything to contribute? Maybe you needed to hear something. Maybe the universe was trying to send you a message. Maybe you needed to chill the F out. Maybe you needed a loving yell. Or none of the above. Maybe it was just the algorithm trying to push something to you to see if you even like that kind of content or not. Jonathan, the word universe means the same song or one song. I love that. Yeah, universe, the verse of a song. I could have my Gucci on. Maybe I'm something for you. That's funny. What do you have to offer? I could have my Louis Vuitton, but even with nothing on, bet I made you look. I love Meghan Trainor. But does that make sense? Questions? Right. Awesome. Can you talk about what we should focus on this week again? Yes. So basically, we're just gonna do this because there we go. This week, we really need to focus on continuing to clear out anything that is, thank you, Dr. Candy. Thank you. Hey, you're the 111 member, 111 member on the team. Let's go. So Anano, basically what we need to focus on this week is to continue to purge out the negativity that's weighing us down, whether that's people, places, beliefs, things, whatever, and to start moving different. So if you don't like the way you look, start working out, start changing, get a haircut, go learn some makeup tutorials, like whatever it is, like start changing your look. If you don't like your love life, start cleaning out all the dusty crusties. Start treating, like dressing up as if the love of your life was coming in. Start, making room in your closet for that person to move in, whatever. If you're wanting to make money, start looking for a TikTok shop product and like just make a video about it. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Nothing happens. Okay, and move on. You know what I'm saying? But you need to try. You need to start moving different, because the rich version of you, the wealthy version of you, would have multiple streams of income. Right? The version of you that is like, you know, happily ever after with the love of their life would already be so filled with love and be at peace and would feel whole. So like, move as if you were whole. You already know that they're on their way, so why are you worrying about it? Thank you for the roses, Jonathan. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Em. But does that make sense? And then once you're able to like start moving in that way and give yourself permission to cry your eyes out this week. I'm telling you, it's going to be a crazy week. It's to clear it out. Like, you know, Jonathan was saying earlier in the live that, you know, the rain was coming down. It's like, let the universe cleanse your life of everything that is no longer serving you. Give yourself permission to receive more than you ever have before of all the good things. Let yourself just for a moment experience what it would be like to actually be at peace, to feel so happy and content, and to feel like, wow, I love my life. I am so grateful for this. The shit will come. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So, hopefully that makes sense. Go follow my YouTube. If you missed part of it, I am going to download this video and I'll upload it either tonight or tomorrow. Okay? So, oh, thank you, Christopher Wiley. I'm glad you like what I'm saying. Thank you. So, aw, you're amazing. Oh, no, you're amazing, Anano. Aw, I love you all so much. I love you all. I really, really do. So, keep your head up. Do what you need to do. If you want to wear your Disney ears and you're not even at Disney, do it. We still have Venus and Mars and Aquarius, which is like, you know, bucking the norm. Who says that's normal anymore? Who cares? It doesn't matter. We're making new rules. The only rule is do what makes you happy. Because I'm not hurting anyone by putting on my ears and hugging my little baby. This is my bae. You're my little bae. My little bae. And it smells good too. Right? That's it. That's it. If you want to have like dessert for breakfast, go for it. Who cares? Doesn't matter. You're so welcome, Anano. And honestly, if you are, and I'm just going to throw this out there for anyone still watching, if you found this live to be helpful and you would like to thank me for that, you can just go into the link in my bio, scroll all the way down, and there's ways to pay, and you can tip me on Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And I will say this, I'm going to set my intention right now. For anybody who tips me anything, may that person get sent 10 times the amount of money back from the universe. Because every time you spend money, especially towards goodwill, then you are always going to get 10 times that amount back. And so it is. Do you see how when we all start thinking in that way, how everybody wins? Like, there's plenty of money to go around. There's plenty of sustenance to go around. There's plenty of love to go around, you know? So it's like, when I win, you win. And when you win, I win. And that's how it should be. And that's the kind of world that I want to live in. So if you want to come live in my paradise, where we get to like sing songs and have fun and eat popcorn and play Dream Life Valley and like, you know, go just go have like luau's by the ocean and like talk about all these beautiful spiritual things and what we're going through, and just being supportive of each other when we're in our feels, and like being able to do things and like have people be there for you, and like go on adventures and travel and explore and heal all at the same time together. That's the paradise that I'm building physically. So if you want to come and be a part of that. Hi, Daniel. Hey, brother. Aquarius air. The mini ears made me feel safe. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, I'll wear them more often. Oh, yay. Yay. Yes, be abundant with each other. Who's it going to hurt? No one. Exactly. So, you know, there's a lot of Aquarius energy in here. Oh my God, there's so much. So much! So do you! There's so much, but it's okay. We'll be fine. I heard that Instagram is dying. That's why I didn't want to get back on the platform, but I will. Okay, so thank you all for all of your tips. I will start the podcast soon. I'll get that up on the board so we can get that running, and then y'all can listen to me in the car while you're driving or doing Uber Lyft, like Young Fury. And I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman's got nothing on me. Aquarius needed you today. I guess all the Aquariuses needed me today, and I'm okay with that. Like, since I'm an air sign, I'm fine. But I'm really only one call away, as in, like, you can always email me. I will never check my DMs here on TikTok because it's insane, and I get sugar daddy things, and I just don't feel like that. And then, so please don't leave the singing in your please don't leave out the singing in your podcast. Okay, I will definitely make sure to still sing in my podcast. Thank you. I'm sending you all the love and positive vibes. I'm out. All right, bye. I love you all to the moon and back. Have a wonderful evening. And remember that you deserve to have it all. So now open yours. Say, I choose to have it all. I love you. See you soon.